Hello everyone, it's me Gagan Kumar, present over here to teach you physics. Let's move on to the video. Today we'll be discussing basic maths related to physics. Under this already we have completed derivative and integration completely. And in vectors we have completed 3 lectures. So this is the 4th lecture of vectors. So today we'll be discussing some important notes on vectors. After that we'll be solving some multiple choice questions. You need to practice questions for derivative, integration and vectors. Please download Vidya Lakshmi NEET and JEE app from Google Play Store. The download link is given in the description box. Please check that and download the app and go to the pre-test section. You will be getting all MCQ type questions for your vector and derivative and integration also. Okay, so let's move on to the topic. So today we will be discussing some important notes on vector. Already we have completed what is vector, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and here today we will be understanding the first point, vector triple product. So let me write here triple product. In triple product, first thing we will understand vector triple product. Vector triple product. So here what you are doing? Now here you are multiplying 3 vectors and your result is coming a vector. So that's why the name is given vector triple product. Similarly, we will multiply 3 vectors. Our result will come as scalar. That time we will give scalar triple product. So in the triple product we will study 2 things. So one is vector triple product and another thing is scalar triple product. So now see what is vector triple product. Now here if I tell A vector cross B cross C, so 3 vectors I took, in between sign what I gave? Cross sign. Now here result will come how much? Now this result will come, this result will be a vector. So result is what? Vector. So result is vector. So that's why its name is vector triple product. And you see B cross C will get a vector and A cross A you are doing again cross with B cross C. So that's why again another result and vector will come. So that's why result is vector. So that's why it is vector triple product. Now here you have to multiply 3 vectors. And what is the formula to do this? If A, B, C like this it is there. This is my first vector. This is my second vector. This is my third vector. Then what result will come? Now result will be back minus cap. What is this? Back minus cap. So shortcut formula, remember, back minus cap. So here what we will do? Actually normally you can find what is B cross C. We know how to multiply 2 vectors in cross product already, you know, in the previous lecture. So you can multiply this, then after you can do cross product with A vector. But here what we will understand? We will understand with a certain formula, back minus cap, so that it will easily sometimes will get. So what is back minus cap? Now first they are telling B vector you take, this middle vector, second vector, B vector, then A and C you do dot product. So A dot C dot, that is back is over, minus cap written here. So cap means first you take C vector, just multiply with what? A dot B, A vector dot B vector. So it will be back minus cap. So you can find normally B cross C you can find faster, then after you can do cross product with A vector, but here I am telling another formula, just remember back minus cap. If A dot C, A dot B sometimes given, then it is easy to find what is your A cross B cross C. Okay, instead of finding this B cross C, then after going for A vector calculation. Now here you understand, here this is the first vector, second vector, third vector. Now here if you want the result is coming, if a bracket is here, then B vector A dot C, that means first vector and third vector you are taking dot product, minus third vector is keeping as it is, first vector, second vector you are taking the dot product. Now in this way, if I want to calculate what is my B cross C cross A, B cross C cross A, then how much I will get? I will get here, first I will take middle one, middle vector C vector, then I have to multiply first vector dot third vector, first vector dot third vector. So the dot product will be there. Then after I have to give minus, then I have to take third vector, A vector, then I have to multiply B vector dot C vector. So this is the way you have to follow. Similarly, we have to find C vector cross A vector cross B vector. Then what I'll get? I'll take middle vector first, that is A vector. Then I have to multiply first vector and third vector. So that is C vector dot B vector. Then minus, I have to take here third vector B vector, then first vector dot second vector, which is C dot A. Okay. So or you can understand this way, three vectors is there, means back minus cap you can apply, or you can remember first, second and third, accordingly you can do this formula. Now here one more thing, remember, if you see here it is written in some certain cyclic way, A B C, B C A, C A B, and here the values are coming like this. Now here if I will add everything, if I will add A cross B cross C plus B cross C cross A plus C cross A cross B, if I will add everything, then how much result I will get? I will get result as 0, because you see here this is coming something, this is also coming something, this is also coming something, you add everything. You see here B A dot C will be cancelled minus B C dot A, you will add. Similarly, minus C A dot B will cancel with plus C B dot A, and remember A dot B, B dot A same, so that's why these two will get cancelled. And similarly, minus A B dot C and plus A C dot B will get cancelled, so your answer will get how much? 0. So these things also you remember. So this is the vector triple product. Normally if you want to find from cross product also you can find, otherwise you can go for this formula, back minus cap, for particularly this sequence. But when sequence is getting changed, that time what to do? Now you go for first, second, third like that. Then after check here, second vector into first vector dot third vector minus third vector into first vector dot second vector. So like that you are doing. Now we will go to the next thing. Okay, now come to the second thing. So here we will understand what is scalar triple product. Scalar triple product. Scalar triple product. So here what is the result? Now you are multiplying three vectors, that's why triple thing is there, three vector multiplying. The result is coming how much? Scalar coming. So that's why it is scalar triple product. Now here suppose I am telling, if my A vector is A1 I cap plus A2 J cap plus A3 K cap, and B vector how much? B1 I cap plus B2 J cap plus B3 K cap, and C vector how much? C1 I cap, C2 J cap plus C3 K cap. Then if I want to find A vector dot B cross C, A vector dot B cross C, then how much I will get? I will get some scalar quantity. That scalar quantity I will calculate in terms of determinant. So how to calculate this determinant? Now here you take first A vector is there, first is A vector. Now all A vector coefficient you take. Remember this can be plus 1, plus 2, minus 1, minus 2, whatever it can be. This A1 can be plus 1, minus 1, anything. So you take with the sign you take. So first write A1, then second write A2, then write A3. Then after similarly second vector is B vector. So write similarly B vector coefficients B1, B2, B3. So I cap coefficient, J cap coefficient, K cap coefficient to write. Now third write C vector coefficient C1, C2, C3. Now determinant is coming. Now you can calculate this determinant easily. So here you do what? A1 into B2 C3, B2 C3 minus C2 B3. Then after you can get minus A2 into B1 C3, B1 C3 minus C1 B3, then plus A3 into B1 C2 minus C1 B2. So like this you can calculate, and here you know how to calculate this determinant. Already last class I told in the cross product things already told. Here I cap, J cap, K cap we are taking and we are calculating the determinant. Remember when calculating A1 you have to close A1 column and A1 row. Then after what is remaining? B2 C3. So we will multiply B2 C3 minus C2 B3. Similarly, if you want to find you are writing A2, then you write first minus A2, then close this row, this column and this row, then I multiply B1 C3 minus C1 B3. Similarly, if you want to write A3, next you want to write plus sign, give plus minus plus, like that it is going, plus minus plus. A3, then after B1 C2 minus C1 B2. So this is the way you can calculate A dot B cross C. Now remember, here I have written only A dot B cross C. Now suppose you want to find B dot C cross A, B dot C cross A. So this is the dot product is there. Remember, here dot product is there. So B dot C cross A, how much will come? Same determinant will come. Here you can write B1 B2 B3 C1 C2 C3. Next you can write A1 A2 A3. Now similarly, if you want to find C dot A cross B, similar we can write, and here is A1 A2. If you are shifting two rows, then what will happen? Now 2 minus will come, that will become plus, and this value will be equal. Remember the determinant properties. If you are shifting this total row to here, one minus sign will come. Again this A1 A2 shifting, again here one minus sign will come, minus will become plus, and this will become exactly equal. So that's why what I can write? I can write this value and this value, result is same. So I can write here, I can write A dot B cross C is equal to how much? B dot C cross A, or you can write that is equal to C dot A cross B. So cyclic wise C, so seriality there, ABC, BCA and CAB. So this all values will be equal. So try to remember this. And here one important thing will understand, that is this this value actually. So this value actually basically gives what? Now volume term it gives. So here it will give a scalar quantity, and here it can come positive, negative, anything it can come. So here what we will do, now when we calculate volume, we will use this one. Three vectors are given and they are asking volume of parallelopiped. So I will write here. So volume of parallelopiped is how much? Now if three sides are A, B, C, then after volume of parallelopiped will be A dot B cross C magnitude or mode. Now try to understand what is this one here. So I hope you understand, if A, B, C is given like this, then A dot B cross is nothing but a determinant form, and this thing will come scalar, the result is scalar, that's what is scalar triple product. Okay. Now here one star mark point, write the volume of a parallelopiped, the volume of a parallelopiped structure which is shown in this figure. So here one B vector, here C vector, here A vector, like this type of thing is given. Then here what I can find, now this B is nothing but, that is I can do A dot B cross C. What I can do? A dot B cross C modulus I can take. If it is negative coming, due to this modulus it will come positive. So volume will be expressed in positive terms. So B cross C, you see B cross C is basically area, and here one height term will take. So due to that height term, this dot product is coming. So here remember, this is a volume of a parallelopiped. You see this is a 3D structure coming, and here this A, B, C, what? This A vector, B vector and C vector are edge of parallelopiped. So remember this formula. And another star mark point, remember, if A vector, B vector and C vector are coplanar, that means the three vectors lie in one plane, then that is the meaning of coplanar, three vectors lying in one plane, then A vector dot B cross C will become how much? 0, or you can tell scalar triple product is 0 basically. So that means you understand here. So B cross C is a vector, and which is perpendicular to this B C plane, and if A is lying on the same plane, then B cross C and A will be what? Perpendicular. So if you perpendicular, then the dot product value will come 0. So remember here, A, B, C are coplanar, means A dot B cross C you need to substitute to 0, and also you understood how to calculate this A dot B cross C. Now move on to the next thing. Okay, now understand, here if suppose a vector like this, another vector B vector like this. Now here I am making a parallelogram. So this is a B vector also, this is also A vector. So here A vector, B vector like this way it is there. So right here this is A vector. Now here suppose I want to find area of this parallelogram, then I can write what? Now here I can write area of parallelogram. Area of parallelogram. So right, it is basically here our number 2 point. Area of parallelogram, how much it is? That will be A cross B mod. So remember, if a parallelogram is given and here you A vector and B vector what? Sides of the, you can write here A vector and B vector are two sides of parallelogram. Then here A cross B will give what? A cross B will give area. Remember this. And here also I can take this one is what? This one is a diagonal D1. And here another diagonal you can take. This diagonal is D2. If D1, D2, two diagonals are given, then same area can be written as how much? Half D1 cross D2 mod, or you can write mod of A cross B. That means the magnitude actually. A cross B will come vector. So vector magnitude if you will take, you will get area. So area of a parallelogram, how to calculate? If A and B are two vectors are given, two sides of parallelogram, then simply you do A cross B mod. Mod means magnitude you have to take, you have to find A cross B. Then after magnitude you take. If diagonals are given D1 and D2, this is the D1 diagonal, this is the D1 diagonal, and this is the D2 diagonal, this is the D2 diagonal. Then what will happen? Now half D1 cross D2 will be the area. Suppose we need to find area of a triangle, and here three vertices are given. Then after how to find? Now area equal to half modulus of, or basically magnitude of FB cross SC you have to take. And here A is given x1, y1, z1, and B is given x2, y2, z2. Then how to find AB vector? Now AB vector if you want to find, then you have to do what? Now AB vector I can write here. My AB vector will be x2 minus x1 I cap, because B is the head and A is the tail. So first I have the head minus tail into I cap. Similarly plus y2 minus y1 j cap. Similarly plus z2 minus z1 k cap. So if you want to find AB vector, I have to write like this way. Similarly you can find SC vector also, x3 minus x1 I cap plus y3 minus y1 j cap plus z3 minus z1 k cap. Okay. Now here after finding AB and SC, you can do half magnitude of AB vector plus SC vector. Okay, I hope you understand. So we completed three important points: how to find triple product, and how to find volume of a parallelepiped, how to find area of a parallelogram, and area of a triangle in terms of vector. Now we'll go to the next point. So write number 4. We'll understand one law, that is called sine law. So what is sine law? Now here if a triangle is there, now this triangle, this length is basically A vector I am telling, or magnitude is A. This is a B vector, its magnitude is B. This is a C vector, its magnitude is C. And A vector opposite is basically A, B vector opposite is basically B angle, C vector opposite is basically capital C angle, and this is small c vector. Okay, now if this is the system is there, now here what I can write? Now I can write small a, which is the magnitude of this side, divided by sine of angle A. Similarly small b by sine B. Similarly small c by sine C. So this is called basically sine law. And here how I can find this? Now here if three triangles are given like this, then I can write A plus B plus C is nothing but how much? It is 0. Then after I can take cross product, A cross something, A cross product I can take, A cross this total vector I can take, then I can get some relations in sin A, sin B, like that I can get. So here I am not interested to calculate that. So A vector plus B vector plus C vector equal to what? Now 0, because you see A vector, B vector, their resultant is nothing but, their resultant we can write in this way, which is nothing but it is A vector plus B vector. But here you see C vector is exactly equal magnitude but opposite direction. That means C vector is nothing but how much? Now C vector is nothing but it is here minus A vector plus B vector. So that's why what will happen here? Now here this everything will get cancelled and you will get answer as basically 0. So remember, so this property it is following here, and this is the sine law. Now next point we will understand cosine law. Cosine law. So what is cosine law? Same triangle, A vector opposite angle is capital A, B vector opposite angle is capital B, and C vector opposite angle capital C. If this is the question, then if you want to find what is cos A, then how much I'll get? I'll get small b square plus c square. You see, because I want to find B and C are two sides, so that side I'll take b square plus c square minus a square divided by how much? 2bc. That means if two sides are given and one angle is given and you are finding what is another side, then with this formula also you can calculate. Okay, that means here cos B if you will write, then here how much B is there means first I will take c square plus a square minus b square by 2ca. Now similarly if I will take cos C, so cos C is how much? It will be a square plus b square minus c square by 2ab. So here another formula I am getting. So remember all things we can derive from here A vector plus B vector plus C vector. No need to derive this, just directly remember which is sine law and cosine law. Remember here two sides given, one angle is given, another angle is asking, then you can use this formula. And here two sides are given, one angle is given and another side is asking, then after you can use this formula. So you keep in mind, in question we will see how to apply this formula. Remember cos A you are finding, then b square plus c square minus a square by 2bc. If cos B you are finding c square plus a square minus b square by 2ca, and if you are finding cos C, a square plus b square minus c square by 2ab. Now come to the questions. So we will be seeing some questions based on this. Now understand question here. So here it is asking the area of a triangle with vertices A 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 5 and 1, 5, 5 is how much? So what they given? Now they given a triangle here, and here three options are given also. Here A equal to how much? 1, 1, 2, B equal to how much? 2, 3, 5, C equal to how much? 1, 5, 5. So here you can write here comma is given, that means x, y, z value is given actually. Now here what I told, if you want to find, this is your AB vector and this is your nothing but AC vector, then what is area of a triangle? Area of a triangle, area of a triangle is how much? Half AB cross AC. Now we need to find what is AB vector. Now what is AB vector? Now I told you this is your final point, this is initial point, because always head minus tail will do. So here 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1 I cap plus 3 minus 1, 3 minus 1 j cap plus 5 minus 2, 5 minus 2 k cap. Similarly AB vector you can write how much? I cap plus 2 j cap plus 3 k cap. So my AB vector is how much coming? I cap plus 2 j cap plus 3 k cap. Now similarly, if you want to find SC vector, what is SC vector? Now here you have to do, final is this one, this is the head, you have to put head minus tail, so 1 minus 1 0 I cap, and 5 minus 1 4 j cap, 5 minus 2 3 k cap. So this is my SC vector. So I got my AB vector and I got my SC vector. Now, so I got what is AB vector and SC vector. Now we need to find half AB cross SC, which is area of a triangle. Now here to do that one, we need to find what is AB cross SC. Now let's find what is AB cross SC. Now AB cross SC, if you want to find, we have to use simple cross product formula. That means you have to find the determinant I, j, k. If two vectors determinant, two vectors cross product you are finding, then determinant to take I, j, k. AB vector coefficient right 1, 2, 3. SC vector coefficient right 0, 4, 3. Now here what you do, find this vector how much coming. Now see, if I cap coefficient I will find, then it is 2 into 3, that is 6 minus 12. So it will come how much? Minus 6 I cap. Then minus j cap into, here if I will do 1 into 3, that is 3 minus 0. So that's why I can write only 3 j cap. Then plus k into, how much I will write? 1 into 4, that is 4. So I can write it is 4 k cap. So my AB cross SC is coming how much? Minus 6 I cap minus 3 j cap plus 4 k cap, and that magnitude I will take, because this tells basically about magnitude. That magnitude I will take, then it is half, 6 square is 36 plus 3 square is 9 plus 4 square is 16. If I will do this, how much I will get? I will get 36 plus 9 plus 16. So 36 plus 9 is 45. 45 and 16 is nothing but 61. So here it will come root 61. So 1 by 2 into root 61. So your answer will be B, answer will be correct. So 1 by 2 root 61, the area of this triangle. So vector is given directly, we can find in this way what is area of the cross product rule. Okay, now come to the next question. The area of a parallelogram whose adjacent sides are given by the vectors this much is in square unit how much? Now here you see parallelogram, I told if you parallelogram there, so this is A vector and these two are adjacent sides and B vector is given, so this is your parallelogram. Then how to find area? The area of parallelogram is nothing but that is only A cross B magnitude. A cross B magnitude. Now you see what is A cross B here. Now here A given, B given, and these are unity vectors I cap, j cap, k cap given. Now here you need to find what is your A cross B. So let me write here what is my A cross B. So for A cross B I need to find the determinant I, j, k. I, j, k. Now here see, first is A vector, so write here. First A vector coefficient 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, and here next write B vector coefficient, that is 1, minus 1, 1. Now here what you do? Now here I cap you are finding, then 1 into 1 minus 1 into 4 is minus 4, then plus 4 it will happen, plus 4. Then minus j into 3 into 1 is nothing but how much? 3. Then minus 4 into 1 is nothing but that is 4. So 4 j cap plus k cap minus 3, here it is minus 1, minus 3 minus 1. Now how much coming it is? 5 I cap. Here it will be minus will come minus 1, so plus j cap, and here it is minus 4 k cap. This is your A cross B. Now but we have to take mod of A cross B. So what is mod of A cross B? That means magnitude actually. This is the magnitude you have to take. So 5 square plus 1 square plus minus 4 square. So now tell how much is coming? 5 square is 25, 1 square is 1, minus 4 square is 16 root. So how much it will come? So it is coming 26, so it is coming 42 root. So here what is the answer? Answer will be 42. I hope you understand. So simple thing, A vector, B vector if given parallelogram side, then you can find what is area of the parallelogram. Okay. Now come to the next question. the volume of parallelepiped whose edges are represented by a vector given here, so 2i minus 3j plus 4k, b vector is given ij k, I plus 2j minus k, and c vector is given 3i minus j plus 2k. Now you need to find what is the volume. Now just now we discussed what is volume of a parallelepiped. Volume of a parallelepiped. Volume of parallelepiped how much? Piped is V, that is how much? Now A dot B cross C. A dot B cross C. A mod will be to take. Now you need to find what is A dot B cross C. Here let me write A dot B cross C how much. Now A dot B cross C you can find in determinant format. First you have to write I, J, K, coefficients of I, J, K for A vector, coefficients of I, J, K of B vector, and coefficients of I, J, K for C vector. I have to fill like this. So A vector is given 2 minus 3 plus 4. So I write 2 minus 3 plus 4. B vector is given 1, 2 minus 1, 1, 2 minus 1. And C vector is given 3 minus 1, 2. So I write 3 minus 1, 2. Now let me calculate here. So 2 into, so multiply here. First I am taking 2 here. Now 2 into 2, 4. And minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. So I will write it is 4 minus 1. Then minus of a minus, that is plus 3. Okay. Now here what I can write, 2 into 1 is 2. Then minus minus plus 3. Then plus 4 into 1 minus 1 is minus 1. Then minus 6. So it is minus 1 minus 6. You will see this one, it will come how much? 6. Because 4 minus 1 is 3. Plus this will come how much? 2 plus 3 is 5 into 3 is 15. Then minus, it is coming 28. Minus 6 minus 1 is minus 7 into 4 is minus 28. Now this is nothing but 21 minus 28, which is coming minus 7. But here you see we have taken mod, that means modulus you have to take, minus 7 mod is nothing but that is plus 7. And volume you represent in where? In the positive quantity. So that's why plus 7 your will be answer. So your answer D will be correct. Now come to the next question. If A vector is given 2i plus 3j plus k, so this is a vector given, and B vector is given how much? 2i minus j minus k. Now here C vector is given also lambda I plus 7j plus 3k. So here some lambda is given. So this is nothing but here minus k. Okay. Now here are coplanar. So coplanar means what? These three vectors are lying in one plane. Now what is the value of lambda? Now here some options are given. So what will do here? Now if three vectors, A vector, B vector given, and they are telling in they are coplanar, then definitely A dot B cross C should become how much? 0. And from there I can find my lambda value. So I have to substitute A dot B cross C 0. So first you see how to find A dot B cross C. So here just before we calculated A dot B cross C. So first you put A vector coefficients 1, 3, 1. So put here 1, 3, 1. Then B vector coefficients 2, minus 1, minus 1. Then C vector coefficients lambda plus 7, 3. Now here calculate this one. So this will be 0. This implies 0 because this total is becoming 0 because they are coplanar, already mentioned. This is coplanar. Now here if we tell 1 into here minus 1 and minus 3 is nothing but minus 3, then here it is plus 7. Now here if we calculate plus minus 3 into how much? 6 plus lambda. Then after plus 1 into 14 minus lambda. Now here how much it is coming? It is coming 4 minus how much it is? Minus 3 will multiply. It will be 18 3 lambda and it will be 14 minus lambda. That is will be 0. Now here you will check how much coming. So minus 18 plus 14 plus 4. So this will get cancel everything. Then it will come minus 4 lambda equal to 0. Then lambda equal to how much coming? lambda equal to 0. So here answer will be C option. So lambda equal to 0. Okay. So in this way you can calculate. So if three vectors are coplanar, then you can find what is your value of lambda. Now come to the next question. A triangle having sides 5 meter, 10 meter and x meter. Now the angles inside triangle made by 5 meter and 10 meter sides is how much? 60 degree. Then what is the value of x? Now remember here they are telling a triangle is there. This triangle what is having? One is 5, one is 10, one is x. Now between 5 and 10 angle is how much? Given 60 degree. Now what you need to find? You find what is the value of x. What is the value of x? Now you see, if it two sides is one angle given and another side to find, so that time you can use cosine law. So just before we studied what is cosine law. So what is cosine law? Cos 60. Cos 60 is nothing but 10 square plus 5 square minus x square divided by 2 into 10 into 5. Now what you do? Cos 60 is nothing but how much it is? Cos 60 is 1 by 2 and 10 square plus 5 square I can write as total 125 minus x square divided by how much? This will be 100. Now 2 will cancel 100 as 50. I can write here x square is nothing but how much? 125 minus 50. Okay, because this 50 will come here and 125 minus x square is there, then x square is nothing but 125 minus 50, which is basically 75. X square is 75, then x will be root 75 and root 75 is nothing but how much it is? 25 into 3. So 75 is 25 into 3 and 25 root is 5 and 3 root 2 is root 3 only. So here how much it is? So x equal to 5 root 3. So your option is A. I hope you understand. So this is the thing we understand today important notes.